I want to take a moment to talk about some elements of our brand ethos here at inLIFE Wellness. And I want to start with the member's perspective. So coming to a gym or a studio or any sort of formal fitness facility can be a big deal for a lot of people. We always have to recognize that, appreciate it, acknowledge it, just know it. You know, I always think that 90% of the challenge in our line of work is getting people through the front door. We've got to make our members feel comfortable. We've got to make them feel like they're winning, make them feel like they're doing well, you know, at the most basic level. Coming to inLIFE Wellness as a member, it's got absolutely nothing to do with being perfect or being the best. I tend to think that a lot of fitness businesses, they do their marketing geared towards people who are already fit. Look at some of the images out there of people in their 20s, guys and girls who are fit and strong and they're sweaty and there might be a lot of high fives. Not a terrible thing, but you know, how does some of that imagery come across to the average person out there who might be in their 40s or 50s and may have never been to a gym? They might not have ever been in a team, as in team sport, and they might not be overly athletic. So that's really a large part of who we want to cater for. I spent a lot of time working in personal training, and it was all about results. You had to get the member results. The member was paying a fair bit of money, and you know, if they don't see results, they might not keep coming. At inLIFE Wellness, it's about acknowledging members for turning up, because for a lot of people, turning up is a big effort. And it's about them enjoying their exercise, you know. So yeah, while it might be about some sort of results, don't you think that if they enjoy their time in the studio, it's a positive environment, they're going to keep coming, because most members have never stuck with a gym membership before, and the results will follow. So we think if we build the relationships, we get the rapport, we build the community, we know the member's name, they know our name, but when you see two members next to each other on the reformer, we introduce them, so then they know each other's names, and that's how community develops. I suppose other parts of the business model involve having a really appealing timetable. I see the timetable as a form of marketing. People look at the timetable and they say, oh wow, that's attractive. I can see that there's plenty of reformer Pilates options if I just want to do reformer Pilates. That's great. Or there's some other interesting options there for me, some cross-training options. I can get that little bit of a gym feel if I want it as well. So appealing timetable, a really positive culture. That just means being incredibly friendly to everybody that you meet. No place for ego or elitism. At inLIFE Wellness, we also respect the integrity of reformer Pilates. We give our instructors scope and autonomy to create their own class plans, and we ask our instructors to be themselves, find their own style. But we don't feel the need to make our workouts incredibly challenging or try to, you know, smash people on every visit. I find that's something that happens a lot in fitness. I think people generally in society think that you've got to really work hard or smash yourself to get a result from exercise. You really don't. As a matter of fact, working hard can have a whole host of counterproductive side effects. And finally, we have a strong culture of mentoring and support for our instructors, whether they be new or whether they have taught elsewhere before. You can get as much or as little support as you need. On the topic of support, like personally, it's probably the number one theme in my life. I've received heaps of support. I like to give it. I think that's just how the world should work. If you can help people, go for it, and what goes around really does come around. So there's some of the elements that sort of make up our business model, trying to, I suppose, just subtly distinguish how we are different to some other boutique wellness franchises out there, and I hope you're starting to get the picture.